Good morning. So today we're heading to China's biggest electronics market. I've got a few things that I need to fix. So I was going to go and play some video games last night, but then realized that this whole row of keys don't work. So my plan is to go and get the PCB fixed, I assume. So I'm going to take it to this, it's called Huaqiangbei, and hopefully I'll find a dude there that can fix it for me. And also Emma wants a new watch battery, so I'll put that on my list of things to do today. So to the metro we go. Additionally, I want to get Emma I didn't want to say because she was there, but like a watch, phone and AirPod charger all in one for her bedside table. But first we need to get the bike and make our way to the metro. Now when I say bike, I mean my electric bike that's on charge. Now everyone in China uses these electric bikes that you charge up every day. Here's mine. Sorry about the stickers. Got my coffee. All right, we've made it to the metro. So we made it in the metro. I'm gonna go on to the business class because we're bougie like that. But also, it only costs about £2 or less, and you get a nice seat. I'll show you. It's like a train look. If you go through there, where it's much cheaper, but still, look at that. I don't want to be in that. No way, Jose. Right, we've made it to Huaqiangbei South, and now I need to do a short walk to Huaqiangbei North. So I've just exited the metro of Huaqiangbei South, and now I need to head to Huaqiangbei, which is north. So I'm guessing I'll just walk north from here. Now I haven't been to Huaqiangbei for years, but I remember it's just this chaotic place, and I can't speak Chinese, so I think trying to find some dude who can repair my keyboard might be a bit of a challenge, and I'm hoping that my translate can actually help me a lot. And I don't even know where to look. I know there's like a main strip. I don't know which one of these plazas to go in, and they are ginormous, filled with so many different shops, but most of them are to repair phones and such. I'm hoping just up here somewhere we'll find the main strip. I think I'm almost there. I'm starting to see more of these shops selling like bulk buy goods and repair shops. Oh, there's one just there. But I'm pretty sure this is the main street, and we'll find the plazas off there. I have no idea which one. I have no idea which one. I have a couple of ideas of where I've fixed phones before, but for this keyboard repair, no clue. So it's going to be a lot of being lost. Here we are, the center of the main strip. This place has changed a lot. Before, when I came here, no bikes were allowed down this entire area. It's all completely pedestrianised. But now, bikes are whizzing up and down. There's even parking for bikes. Oh, I should have got this station. I just walked from Huaqiangbei South, but that's okay. So now we're going to look for a place to do electronic repairs. I might start with this spot, but all I'm seeing is like iPhone guys, you know. Those are iPhones being sold and Apple signs everywhere, but we'll give it a go. So I've just walked into that mall. It's not looking like the right place. This looks like a factory wholesale outlet. But they've got some pretty interesting stuff, you know. Looks like they do all the equipment for the repair guys themselves. Different soldering irons and such. Here's a drone shop. Electronics, hair dryers. The headphone dude. Looks like it's just opening up. But this isn't what we want. We need repairs. We need the guys doing the repairs, not selling the stuff. I mentioned I also want to get Emma like a bedside table 3-in-1 phone charger and AirPods, Apple Watch charger. I think I know exactly where to get that, which is good. But it'll be a bit of a walk around. I've seen stuff like that in there before. Sorry, I nearly got run over by this guy on his bike. Oh, that place is the place I'm thinking to get Emma's from. But as for my repair, again, I'm lost for that. Okay, I made it to another mall selling phones, but I did see a couple of people repairing. And I'm hoping that I can find someone to do my keyboard in here. Fingers crossed, eh? Right, this looks more like it, but I think this is all for phones. However, there's no harm in asking, but I don't know how well that was going to go down, you know? Yeah, like these dudes are literally repairing phones as we speak. I think I'm gonna have to suck up the courage. Suck up the courage and get out my translator and just ask them. Okay, I got the courage to ask somebody and he shook his head and said, "Buliao," which I'm pretty sure means I can't. And then he pointed in a direction, which was this way, and said the words, "Saiga." I don't know what that means. This is gonna be a tough one, I think. Saiga? Where's Saiga? Saiga. Alright, I just asked another geezer and he said the same thing, Saiga. But he was a bit more helpful. He was kind of pointing and said, "Go out the main exit." This is in my limited Chinese understanding. "Go out the main exit," which is here. And then he said, "Turn left." Look at this. Man's pulling his trolley on a Segway. So I need to look for something that's called a Saiga, but I don't know what those characters look like. Hopefully there's an English-looking, similar-sounding thing somewhere in this direction. Fingers crossed, eh? That says Seg E-Market. That might mean Saiga. Fingers crossed. Oh, there's even some labels of floors that I can't read. Alright, let's go to the 3rd floor, start there. I don't know, you know, everywhere just looks like a shop. Loads of stuff though. I don't even know what I'm looking at. This is actually the place I was thinking we can get the stand thing I was talking about. The MagSafe and whatever it is, phone charger plus watch and AirPods. Oh, look at that computer. Nice. Maybe that means we're in the right space, but I just need a repairman who can sort it out. Well, that's disappointing. I just asked someone repairing computers and laptops, and they said, "Go and buy a new one." I don't want to buy a new one. Why would I want to buy a new one? So then, boys and girls, I think we are out of luck. I've asked a bunch of shops, and as soon as they see a keyboard, they're just like, "Nah." I think there's probably like, they're like, "Nah, it's not worth it." And you should see these places. I'll get a video, sorry, I'll get one now, but they have every piece of a computer taken apart with benches of equipment to solder and chips and stuff flying all over the place, and they just instantly say no. So I'm gonna have to go and buy a new keyboard, which I really don't want to do. Alternatively, I might have a go at fixing it myself. I did have a go last night, but I don't really got the tools for it. So I'm gonna park it on the shelf, maybe just be a bit of a nice little chunk of useless metal. It's actually a really nice keyboard. Right, let me show you the shop that said no. It really surprised me, right? That was it. The two shops there, that surprised me the most. They look like the wizards of computers that could repair anything. So, plan B, let's go buy a new one. Oh, there's a whole new floor. Okay, I'm gonna look around and I'll catch you up in the next part, I guess. I might just have to buy a new keyboard, which is fine. It's fine. And also we can get Emma that thing. I don't want to spend my entire Saturday walking around this crazy place. Stuff upon stuff upon stuff. And Apple Watches. Dyson hairdryer looking things. I don't want to go that way, no. So at least whilst I'm here, I can try and find the dock thing for Emma. I think this will be the spot I'm going to find it. So there's a couple of products back down there that caught my eye. Yeah, something like this. Maybe you should appreciate something like this. No? I can't vlog in here, it says. I've been walking around so long that I actually can't remember where I have and I haven't been. But I'm pretty sure this is where I was earlier, but on that side. Look at all these little components, switches, power supply units. God knows what those are. Batteries. They're cool. I've had to come outside, I've been in there far too long. So I've come outside to touch grass and see some sun. I found the grass, so I'm touching the grass. Oh! But no, like, I've actually come outside for a quick break and I want to show you what I bought in there as a replacement keyboard for now. And in addition to that, I actually had some good news. So, well, hopefully, I'm clutching on straws right now. So I bought this. There we go. Do you know how much it was? £7. £7. And it's mechanical. But I was speaking to the lady there and she said that her friend next door might be able to repair my nice keyboard. So I just bought this for now. I'm waiting for that man to get to the shop. And like I said, it might be good news, might not be good news. He might just take one little quick look at it and just go, nah, sorry mate. In addition to that, I've been looking around for a 3-in-1 charger. Can't find one. Not one that I like anyway. Everyone's selling like the same one. It's got this little RGB thing on it, and like you don't want that next to your bed. You put on your watch to charge, and it's like RGB flashing rainbow lights everywhere when you're trying to sleep. Anyway, let me show you this keyboard for £7. There we go. Obviously, it's cheap, and it feels cheap because, believe it or not, it is cheap. You know, that man nearly ran into me, but it does a job, you know, for now. Until I can get my one sorted or get a decent replacement. It's got like the numpad and stuff, which is nice. It was wired. They had some wireless ones, but I weren't that interested in wireless. Just basic and black and £7. And I was really surprised when I saw the box. I was like, wait, it looks kind of like, look, Logitech, but it's not, obviously. It's gonna have the dirtiest of rainbow lights. I wish it wasn't RGB, to be honest. But here we go. So that's a win, semi-win. Pray on the rest of it being good news. Two guys just crashed on bikes. It's inevitable, you know. They fly around so quick and it's so dangerous. Hopefully no one's hurt. He's holding his neck. Maybe it hurt a little bit. Anyway, I'll leave them to it. I don't want to get involved. I'm gonna head this way and look for one of these other malls, maybe find the 3-in-1 bedside charger thing for Emma's bedside table. But I know for a fact that she does not want freaking RGB lighting up when you're trying to sleep. No way. This looks plausible. I think we might be in business, you know. This looks like the kind of mall where we might find something suitable. The thing is, they all sell the same stuff, so you start becoming numb to it all. Like, I don't even know what I'm looking at anymore. And then you get lost. Alright, so we're back out of there, and I've gone and bought something. It's a little 3-in-1 charger. I'm going to go back to my bit of grass and show you. The sacred grass. Right, let me show you what we got here. So this is what I wanted for Emma. It wasn't the best one, in my opinion. There was a nicer looking one, but it had RGB. But this one looks pretty sweet. You know? Let me flick it out. Hold on. There we go. For your AirPods, flip this bit out, your Apple Watch, and there it's got MagSafe, whatever it's called, the circle magnets for your phone. And if you're going on holiday, you can fold it down. It's a little bit heavy, but you can put it in your suitcase. Well, that's quite good. Also swivels, look. Whee. Anyway, great success. Now, I'm gonna head in here, back in here again, up to the 9th floor and pray that this guy can fix my keyboard. So I'm gonna go back in there and pray this guy can fix my keyboard. Sorry, my camera angles are terrible. So this guy, Lewis, has told me he can fix my keyboard, so I appreciate it. And look at this shop. He's got an awesome shop. I think we've found the right guy to fix the keyboard today. So thanks, Lewis.
Okay.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Nice to meet you.
I try my best to repair.
And if you can't, that's fine.
Okay.
Thank you again.
A great day.
Take care.
Okay.
Have a good day.
Okay.
I think we've done what we set out to achieve today. That might have been worth the wait. He says he's going to try and fix it. It might be good news, it might not be good news, but we agreed on this. If he can fix it, I pay, I think it was 30 quid. I did look online. A new one was like 60 quid. But now I've got this kind of, what's the word? Sorry, completely left my mind. So now I've got this kind of like stubborn feeling that I was like, nah, stuff you, everyone that said no, I'm going to find someone that can fix it. So I'm praying this guy, Lewis, can do it. The lift is here and going down. First. Yeah, so he said, if you can fix it, 30 quid, he'll ship it back to my house. And then we agreed, if you can't fix it, well, I want to get it back. I'm going to stick it on the wall and be like a, don't buy one of these again. I seriously feel my mood has changed, like I'll be grin on my face. Thank goodness that's over. We arrived here at I'm so used to having Emma with me. I arrived here at 10, now it's 1. That's 3 hours of my life walking around China's biggest electronic marketplace. So now I plan on going home. Great success. Hopefully this made a good video, but I can't imagine it did. I felt so frigging grumpy at one point, like why am I even got a video? Why am I even recording this? This is naff. So I'll try and piece it together. I'm going for McDonald's. Thank you for watching, love you family. I'm not gonna record my journey home, no need for that. See ya.